maybe we'll get these trees in the background going. Just to keep it simple. Don't really need to get too.
So you've really saturated the color a lot more than in the photo.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm not, and I forgot about my little house.
It's okay.
We might be able to do something with that. That's why I probably get talking too much. Maybe just fiddle a building out of that somehow. And maybe a little bit of something else in there just to play with it a bit. And I think that's okay. Now, in a second, I'm going to put the shadows of my trees in before the trees. And the reason I do that is if I put the trees in first, then I have to go to the bottom of them and I'm kind of inhibited. I want to do the shadows because the shadows will sculpt the snow. And that's what's attractive to me. And trees, if you realize, most trees grow straight up. Whereas, so I can put those in easy. And even if they're not straight up, if I put them straight up, nobody cares. So I want to look at the shadows and try to get the shadows in first, and then I won't be confused about where the trees are. So let me get some shadow colors mixed up here.
Is that vertiger, or what is that blue you're using there?
This?
Yeah.
That's cobalt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Where was I? What was on this? Okay, those were my two dark. So let's just, and I need a skinny brush. So for my shadows, I've got this big shape here.
God, you're brave.
I was just gonna say, now I know why he said loosen up.
Jack
What
Daniels
size
did
rigger is
that.
that one?
6.
6.
It's my favorite. So of course in the distance they're very thin. And it's always nice to have a soft brush when you're doing shadows in snow to soften a few of these edges. Okay.
What's that long brush again, that one?
Rigger.
That's a, what's
Number
that?
6. Number 6 rigger.
Curry's has free shipping, no minimum this weekend.
Yes.
So we can all order them.
One they didn't have it in stock in Waterloo.
No, they never do have
No,
anything.
they don't have anything
No.
in stock anymore.
Curry's
Same
It's
as
terrible.
Hamilton.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they closing?
That's what everybody thinks, but I
They've
have no
reduced
idea.
their hours. Have you noticed that?
Is that
They
right?
have a big sign on the door.
I was there this week, and they said that they are moving warehouses, and so they were.
That's what I heard, but
But
that's
I
been going on
don't
since
know.
Christmas.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
over the year
Yeah.
they've been
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
I
been
think
saying that
I
all the
think
time.
it's
It's,
No one believes them.
Yeah,
Everyone is clearly mad.
we've got a few things from DeSeris lately, and they seem to be not too bad.
That's what's by my house.
Well,
Get
the-
everything from there.
I
We're
go to
getting-
Above Ground in Toronto.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one too.
Well, we're all being pushed, well, for people in this town anyway, to buy online because
Yes.
it's your only choice.
Or
Yes.
Wyndham's.
Yeah. I found some paints at Michael's that are actually okay when you use the coupon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you gotta use the coupon.
Yeah.
They sometimes price match.
Oh, really? Michael's?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
If you show like the
Flyer.
flyer, yeah.
Okay.
So Gord, you've done sort of the background, the trees, the
Yeah.
sky, and now you're going straight into shadows. That's sort of the
Yes.
order that I'm
Yes.
seeing.
And remember I said that I try to work from the background to the foreground. Well, here I'm breaking the rule of that, right? I'm going into the foreground, but that's just because I have an opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Because now's the time I've got the blue going. And again, I'll just soften a few of these shadows just to create a little bit of interest. Because when you look at the snow, you'll see the shadows will get lost sometimes. You'll see that as the snow goes over a ridge like this, you'll see that soft transition, right? And then it gets hard on an edge. So
So
it's,
this is a burnt sienna?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So I'm taking the opportunity to try to describe some of this. And see, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So, and a blossom here is okay too. I'm not worried about it. And I kind of wish I had a little bit more variety in the blue. So I can maybe just touch a few spots in here.
So one thing I noticed, seeing a couple of your watercolors with the cerulean along with the ultramarine in the shadows,
Oh yeah, yeah.
really gives it a glow.
Well, and I think a lot of that too is from the underpainting that I did.
Yeah.
It's not noticed until you're told about it.
Yeah.
Really, it seems. And I constantly like to evaluate and critique as I'm going. I think, oh, I don't like that. That's too rough and too sharp for so far away. So I can just soften a little bit. And
The underpainting really softens the pencil too.
yeah, see the pencil's almost gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now's a good time to put a few trees in, right? It's an opportunity to. This is what I say with watercolor. It's a lot about timing
Yeah.
and taking advantage of the opportunity to do something. See, this got too dry. I couldn't
Yeah.
scrape.
Say that.
And this little spot here, I'm not worried about it because I know I can do something with it later.
This looks like a snowbank.
This does?
No. Yeah.
That thing? I thought
Looks
it
like
looked,
a modern building.
I thought it
tucked
looked
in
like,
behind.
Snow on a tree.
yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it belongs to me.
No, no.
But I know
Too square.
I know I can fix that.
Sure.
But so there's timing things that you can fix and there's timing things that you don't have to worry about, or you have to fix them when the time is right, and others that you can worry about later. Okay. So I kind of got the start of some trees and this thing here. I think I'm going to put my water in now. And then I'll put the rest of my trees in. So I want to try to vary up some of that color as I go. Try to keep it interesting with different colors as it. If I just painted it all one color, it would be kind of dead. So I'm going to try to mix it as I go. And yeah. Another good reason to have because you forget what's on there. you can find out, right? What was I going to do with this? Oh, that.
Are you limiting your palette?
Yes.
You're sticking with the colors that you're
Well,
already
when I look at this, there's not a whole lot of greens or, you know. I'm more concerned with values with this.
Yeah.
To get the values to read correctly. And so let's see what we can do with this stream thing. I need to have it disappear a little bit. It comes forward. Oh. Kind of lose my way. That sort of. I think we can pick that up again there.
It's very dramatic looking. Right? Like, wow.
Dark.
Well, it's a little bit difficult to get this in perspective because that's what this is going to need, is to have that water look like it's laying down.
And not running uphill.
Yeah. I can follow my... And I want to do this all in one shot. See, this is where I want to get that value in one attempt. So I got to work a little quickly.
No pressure or anything.
No. But that's why you need juicy paints, so that you can get that value quickly without rubbing away at.
It seems your paints, the different colors are the same consistency though, in this little corner here.
Does it?
Maybe you use them more often.
Yeah, this is my value corner
You
here.
definitely have favorites.
This is my this is my value corner here. I can get it quickly.
Yeah, the underpainting was a lot loose, like a lot more diluted, I guess.
Yes, and now see, if I didn't have the paint readily handy, I couldn't get this all in one shot. It would be the stops and starts, and you'd see a ridge, and it would lose its. You would lose its bit. Sometimes you can put a couple of little where the snow's melted through. I think one of the nicest thing about being an artist is you appreciate your environment more than others, because you're looking at things all the time and trying to understand why it looks like that. And most people will drive by this, never look at it, never appreciate what's there, right? And it's a good thing to do. I think I'm okay with that. So I can save this and start putting in some trees.
Are you going to soften your edges around the darks, or are you going to leave it as a contrast?
No, I think it's fine, because this, I want this to be a kind of a hard edge on there.
Okay.
As the white meets that darkness. I think that's okay. And the sun is coming this way, of course. That's why I have a little bit of shadow here. Now maybe I have to resolve that. But that's a tree shadow coming down and going across and then continuing on here. So maybe it's okay. But I might have to resolve that a little bit. Yeah, still a bit damp. I think I'm going to dry it. I would say, when in doubt, dry it out. Because if you keep on mucking into it, it gets